12th Man, brought to you by Coca-Cola, sharing in the real magic of football.
Welcome, one and all. This is the 12th man here on TTT, and there's a lot happening. Champions League football, league football. So let's go to the thoughts. All right, so let's start with all of the leagues. We're going to start with England first. Arsenal are still in front. Yes, they lost to Aston Villa, but Arsenal still lead. Let me repeat that again. Arsenal still lead the English Premier League from Manchester City. And of course, Aston Villa, they are also there as well. Elsewhere, let's go to France. For a particular reason, we're going to go to France immediately. And it's not Paris Saint-Germain that leads, it's Lens. They lead in France from Paris Saint-Germain, then Marseille. Those are the top three. Then let's go to we're going to go to Italy, and I was going to say Napoli, but no. AC Milan are leading. Yes, Milan from Napoli, and then come Inter, and well, Juventus a little bit lower down. All right, a little bit lower down. We go over to Spain, and I know there are a lot of Real Madrid supporters who are getting sadder and sadder as the days goes, because Barcelona have opened up a 4-point lead. How can they claw that back? Well, they'll have to beat Barcelona again in the repeat fixture and hope for somebody else to give them a chance. The only league that seems to be already a foregone conclusion is Germany. Bayern Munich are well clear. They are well clear, and doesn't look like anybody is going to threaten them. We'll see. All right, we're going to take a short break. And when we come back from the break, we're going to go in England. We're going to be in England. We're going to be in Manchester for a while. We're going to be in France too as well. And we're going to be in Italy. When we come back here on the 12th man, we'll be back. Welcome, one and all. This is the 12th man here on TDT. All right, so let's start. We're going to start with the team that defeated Arsenal. Aston Villa defeated Arsenal by 2-1. Ivan Mendoza, the only Aston Villa fan I know, he's joined us. Ivan, welcome.
Yeah,
Ivan,
thanks
you're
for having
smiling.
me back. As always, glad to represent Aston Villa, the token supporter in Trinidad and Tobago, but up the mighty Villa. Let's go.
Were you surprised? Tell us about Saturday.
I was not surprised. I was, like most Villa fans, I think around, if you watch on social media, we were cautiously optimistic. I saw some predictions going into the game. Nobody predicted less than a draw. I thought we could pull it off and just snatch it, which we happened to do in the 96th minute. Exciting finish to the game. Just totally happy to be a Villa fan right now.
How did you react? I mean, because I just said it was the last kick.
Yeah, I mean, I was watching just all the excitement and that last scramble in the box there for Buendia to hit it home, jump out of my couch, run around the living room screaming, and then, it took a couple of days to just come down from the excitement and joy, and being third in the table is a good
When
feeling.
I contacted you, I knew you was ready to come one time.
Yeah, I wasn't too surprised too, I was glad to come back and throw some talk your way, because
Yeah, no, fair, if you win, you win.
we've had your number for a little bit.
All right, don't overdo it. No need to go so far.
The Unai Emery and Emi Martinez revenge is good. It's good.
All right, thank you, Ivan. Thank you very much. Thank you. Let's now be joined. We have the pleasure tonight here on the 12th man to be joined by the French ambassador. He has joined us, Guillaume Pierre. Welcome, ambassador, and again, thank you for being here. Tell us about your love of football. Let's start there. What has made you become such a football fan?
Always loved football. I think it's a great game. It's a team game. It's a game of skill. It's a game of speed, and it's something which brings a lot of emotions. I remember when I was a very small kid following the 1982 World Cup. France went to incredible semi-final against Germany, and it was very, very strong emotion. And since then, I've been following all the time. I also tried to play at one point a little bit.
How good are you?
No, amateur level, but but at least being on a field and being with other people, and then I must confess that I spend many of my Sundays watching football, watching all sorts of games. The British Premier League. I love watching Barcelona and Real Madrid, which are very good teams. Also Italy, and obviously the French Championship.
So I know you told us about the World Cup. Tell us how many World Cups have you been to?
Yeah, I've been very lucky because traveling as a diplomat, I was all over the place, and I managed to follow 7 World Cups. I was in seven of them, maybe roughly 50 games, World Cup games. I followed some of them mythical. For example, I was in Brazil as a diplomat when there was the World Cup there, and I saw the mythical semi-final Brazil against Germany 7-1, which everybody remembers, which was in terms of emotion in that stadium, it was really something. Also, recently I was in the World Cup in Russia when France won, and there was an incredible semi-final against eighth final against Argentina, 4-3. With goals from Mbappe, from Messi. That was an incredible game, and soon we have a World Cup very close to here, United States, Mexico, Canada, so looking forward to following that one too.
I must ask you about the last World Cup though, even though you were not there.
Yeah.
In Qatar. How was that?
Listen, this time the idea is really to bring this back home. Okay. I kind of forgot the Qatar one. There were good moments, but this is a nice trophy. It was at home in France recently, and most probably in a few months it could come back. At least that's what I'm hoping for.
All right, nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. All right, we've got with us, of course, Nigel Camacho, Dr. Nigel Camacho. He's a Manchester United supporter. Manchester United up and down this season, but they're back into 6th position in the English Premier League. Your thoughts?
I just have to look behind and look for Liverpool. I think they're somewhere behind. I think they're back a few spots behind us.
Yes, they are.
Yeah, it's been up and down, but 6 compared to the last few years.
Yes.
6 feeling like first, almost.
What has made the difference this season?
It's difficult to say. I mean, Mbeumo, well, we're missing Cunha right now injured, but I think Fernandes has really come of maturity. I think we're starting to play a little bit better, so I just feel things are coming together a little bit better, and a little more confidence, and the results are going our way. Instead of the 1-0 losses, we're winning a few games, so very happy for the 6th place right now, and we're looking to advance in the next few months.
What are your ambitions?
Well, the ambitions, Aston Villa in 3rd, so ambitions, we're looking to sneak out. If we get 5th, we go to
Champions League?
Champions League we're looking for. We're looking for a 4th.
All right. We've been joined by Scott Rodriguez. Now, Scott, I know he likes another team in England, but we're going to avoid it to save him tonight. So I know that you also support Juventus. Juventus are Italian team.
Yes.
They are known as the old lady. What's going on with them this season?
Well, they're no road warriors.
Yeah.
They struggle on the road. I think they draw too many games in the league and in Champions League. But I think they give away some soft goals, sometimes very unlike traditional Juventus teams. And they don't score enough, which is a bad combination. But they're there and thereabouts, and Spalletti is there, old Italian coach, most recent Italian coach, and hopefully they'll turn it around.
So let me ask you, and I'm going to ask everyone this question. Which team in Italy you like to see lose? In other words, when your team is not doing good, which team in Italy you like to see lose?
Inter Milan.
Inter Milan?
Yes.
Any reason why?
Traditional. I think Juventus has some history with Inter Milan, but I don't know. I'm not a Milan fan either, AC or Inter. But I mean, they're not bad, but I'm not a fan. But if I had a second team to support in Italy, it would be because of Diego Maradona's history and stuff like that. It would be Bruno Conti is there now, in charge. Is Napoli, and they have a couple of old Manchester United players there, doing well.
But Mutombi.
Yes, and the little striker.
Holjon.
He actually could score now.
I see he scored the other day, actually.
He could score now. But yes, Inter Milan would be this team that not even Torino, but Inter Milan would be the team.
To lose.
To lose, yeah.
Doc, which team you like to see lose?
Yeah, I mean, probably Juventus. I don't mean that because Scotty here, but I like the Milan teams. I like Inter, I like AC. I like Napoli as well because of the same reason for Maradona's when he played there. I mean, it was unbelievable. Napoli came from nowhere to win Serie A, But Yeah, I mean, you know, Juventus and Inter Milan always dominating. So reality is both of them. If they lose, I'm happy.
Ambassador, is there any team that you like to see lose? I know that's might be hard for you but is there a team that you will, when they lose, you are happy?
No, that's a mean question. No.
No,
No. But first, I would say Italian football is not the first one that I like to see because this famous Catenaccio, it's still somewhere
Yeah,
there,
right.
and it's often, sometimes there are incredible games. However, I must say that Juventus, I have something with Juventus. I like this team because
Okay.
it was the team of Platini. It was the team of Zidane, the two best players we probably ever had in history, played in Juventus and for a long time. So I would be close to Juventus. And otherwise, no. I mean, you don't like seeing anybody lose. What you want to see is good football. And sometimes in Italy, it could be better. Even the national team is not doing well nowadays.
Not
It's a
doing
pity.
good at all.
It's a pity.
They have missed the last two World Cups.
Yeah, and this one, they are still not completely qualified. And by the way, it's a big danger because one of the groups will have Italy in it, and it could be a dangerous team. So
Top team.
we'll see.
Which team would like to see lose?
Yeah, well, I mean, our city rivals, Birmingham, too low down to even worry about these days. So I would say, in terms of the English league, any team above us in the table, we come in for you all. Drop the points, and we here to pick them up.
So you feel like Aston Villa could achieve a higher ranking this season?
I think top 4 is achievable. Anything better than that, I mean, people have been obviously talking about the title race, which we're fairly in right now. With Emery behind, I think, you know, anything is possible.
All right, take a short break. This is the 12th man here on TDT. We will be back. Welcome back. This is the 12th man here on TTT. Now remember the number where you can send your messages, 684-3324. The 12th man WhatsApp number, and we'll read some of your messages a little bit later, 684-3324. We've got the French ambassador here. We've also got the Aston Villa man who's very happy. We'll see how long it lasts, but he's here. Nevertheless, we've got Manchester United are happy and Juventus trying to be happy. All right, so let's go. Question number 1 brought to you by Coca-Cola. It's a World Cup question. All right. The 2026 World Cup draw has been made. Who will win it all? Which team will win the World Cup? You've got Spain, Argentina, France, England, Brazil, Portugal, Germany, or Belgium, or another country. All right. So is it Belgium? Is it Germany? Your opinion, obviously. Portugal, Brazil, England, France, Argentina, and Spain. At least one answer we know already. At least one we know already. All right. But let me start with the Aston Villa man first. Ivan, which team will win the World Cup and why?
Between Spain and Argentina, for me, that's my favorite teams. You mentioned Spain being the favorite, so I'll go with Spain.
Any reason why you pick Spain over Argentina?
I just love the Spanish football brand, you know. Players like Pedri in the middle, I think is one. I think a world title for him will really take his stature to global recognition.
All right, we're going to go to the French ambassador. We know he's going to say France, but we're still going to ask him. Why will France win the World Cup, ambassador?
No, what I wanted to say first is I'm so sorry Trinidad couldn't make it to that World Cup. This was a World Cup for Trinidad to go. Close, and there was many. So really, well, we have to wait for the next one now.
Yes.
But we want to see Trinidad in the World Cup again.
All right.
And for this one, yeah, obviously, I mean, France is the team I hope that will win. Let's say that what we are sure is we have an incredible attack line. Mbappe, Dembele, which is the golden
boot. Yeah.
And other very good players, Doué, also Olise, who plays in Bayern Munich. So I really think we have the best attack line. Middle defense to be seen. It's true that middle Spain is very, very good. Defense, we have also to check how good we are. But with the potential we have forwards, we have a good chance to make it.
Who do you see as the major threat? Which team? Other team?
Yeah, Spain. Spain is a very, very good team. We're on the continent, so obviously Argentina and Brazil will be one of those two teams will go very far. Yeah, between England, Germany, always there, always very often far. So difficult to say one. Many good teams. The World Cup is long. It's longer than usual. There's one more game for everybody, so more risks. But yeah, I think we have good chances to go far ourselves, and particularly because we have this incredible attack once again. I think really Mbappe, everybody, is impressed by his style, his speed, and Dembele. So let's see.
All
We
right.
should be able to score a lot of goals at least.
All right. Good, good, good. Doc, who's going to win the World Cup?
Without a doubt, France. I've been French since '84, Platini, and interesting. I think this is going to be Doué's World Cup. I think he's going to outshine Yamal. So I think Doué is going to come to prominence, and the world is going, just as they embraced Mbappe in Russia in 2018. I think this World Cup is going to be the coming out of Doué to everybody to embrace his superior talent. He is tremendous. And I think, Yamal is Yamal, but I think France is going to win the World Cup.
All right. Two on French.
Very, very good analysis.
Ah!
Excellent analysis.
Oh, I wonder why. I wonder why. Scott.
Well, I probably won't be popular with the gentleman on my right. Okay, so first of all, let me just say who I don't think will win.
Yes.
And why. I don't think Argentina will repeat. It's very hard to repeat as World Cup champions, and Messi is going to be 38, I believe. Granted, he plays in America and he'll have a lot of local support, but I don't think Argentina has it. The squad, teams to repeat at World Cup level, very seldom, and you have to be really a great squad, it's a succession squad,
yes.
And Argentina is not that. I think the teams, I like Brazil because Brazil struggled through qualifying. They now have Ancelotti there. Ancelotti is a fantastic tournament tactician, and I believe that he will have them well organized and very difficult to beat. Right? I think they have talent going forward as well, and they have some young players coming through that, over the next 7 or 8 months, little exposure and stuff like that, they will be, coming through. Spain, of course, and France out of Europe. I think Portugal, once they keep Ronaldo there, has no chance. I think when they hit 35-degree weather in stadia in America, Ronaldo, and Ronaldo personality, he doesn't want to come off the field, and I think he did it in the last World Cup. I'm surprised he's still there, but he's a great hero of Portugal, right? And of course, I am sympathetic. A team that is not even theirs yet, my Italians.
Oh, Italy.
But I'm more heart than head with that one, right? I'm just gladly supportive they reach. But yes, I believe that out of Europe, I would like to see Spain or France, maybe even England, but I don't think... You see, this World Cup, because of all the distances, because of the heat, I believe the teams that are best organized behind the scenes, and they have everything set up for these
So
teams.
who's going to win?
Who's going to win? I believe as Brazil, a
Brazil?
non-European team, or the closest rival out of Europe will be Spain or France.
All right. A long way to get to Brazil.
England. Yeah.
But a lot of people in Trinidad and Tobago will be supporting Brazil like you.
Yeah.
Trinidad and
Well,
Tobago.
I'm not supporting Brazil.
Oh, right.
You're not
Sorry.
who I think will win.
Yes.
I'm
You're supporting
definitely
Italy.
not supporting
I know
Brazil.
that. I
I'm
understand. You're
Italian.
supporting Italy. All right. Question number 2. I hope the ambassador would have tasted these things. If he hasn't tasted some of them, we'll have to talk to Mr. Parker. All right. Well, let's go. Which Trinidad and Tobago dish would you serve your team at the end of a match after they win? So, Ambassador, I hope you know these dishes. Paratha roti or dal puri roti, bacon shark, curry goat and potato, okay, crab and dumplings, pilau, doubles, or oil dum. I'm going to leave the ambassador for last. So I'm going to give all of you all a chance first. So let me start with Doc. Doc, if after Manchester United win, and you have to go and carry something for them to eat,
I carry the brace, the doubles.
doubles. How are you explaining it to them?
Loving it, man. Doubles is the food of God. So this is the food of champions. Doubles, late night doubles, boys, fix everything. So they're going to enjoy those doubles.
All right. Who do you think will eat the most in your team?
I figure Harry
Harry Maguire? Harry Maguire, I might be right though. All right, Scott. Juventus win, and you have to carry something for them to eat. Which one of these you carrying?
What would I take for the Italians, boy?
Italians,
I will
yes.
have to say, I'll probably give them something that crab and dumplings.
Crab and dumplings?
Yeah, I prefer to give them the least greasy food, which would be pilau, but crab and dumplings, yeah.
Crab and dumplings,
Yeah,
all
get a
right.
little taste of Tobago.
All right, nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Who you think would enjoy it the most on the Italian team? Anybody in particular?
On the Juventus team?
Yeah, Juventus team.
That's a good question. Who would enjoy the most, boy?
Yeah, because that's a hell of a meal, eh?
Hell of a question.
Yes. Don't know.
Locatelli or somebody.
All right, all right. Nothing wrong with that, nothing wrong
Somebody
with
run it off.
Yes, all
Run
right.
it off after you finish.
Yes,
run it
right.
up and down the field.
All up and down the field. All right, Aston Villa just beat Arsenal. So which one of these meals are going to carry for them?
I want to agree with the duck. I think you can't go wrong with a good doubles.
Doubles,
man.
yeah.
A nice treat. Not too big, not too heavy. A little carbs in there, a little grease in there, some sweet sauce, some spice.
We
You know, a good reward for a good victory.
and which one of the Aston Villa team do you feel would eat the most?
Wow. Right now, who needs to eat the most? I think we need Ollie Watkins to eat a little doubles. He needs something to get him firing. So
He
a
must
little,
score 2 goals before the
a
Arsenal
little
game.
slight pepper in there for
Ollie
Ollie, and
Watkins.
yeah, get him shooting on,
All
get
right,
and
all
scoring
right.
some goals.
All right. French ambassador, if you had to give something to the French team after they win the World Cup, because that's what you want them to do, right? After they win the World Cup, which meal is for you?
No, I completely agree. The doubles is
Doubles?
really the most rewarding. The doubles is the taste of Trinidad. It's
Yeah.
and it's so good when it's nice and warm, you know. So I give them the doubles because that's if they win.
Right.
If they lose, they can have anything else. It's not a they can. But a win,
So doubles
Doubles.
is the reward. So you like doubles?
I love doubles. I
Wow.
have doubles very often. Very
Okay.
often.
Good to know. Good to know. All right, people, double people, French ambassador, remember that. All right, let's go. Question number 3, brought to you again by Coca-Cola. What are you looking forward to the most for your for this Christmas 2025? Housework? All right, housework. There are many men here who I know don't do that. I'm not going to call Carlos' name. I'm not going to call Mervyn name. I'm not going to call... Anyway, I don't want to call Wayne name either. Housework, painting, shopping, traveling, viewing sports, eating, or doing nothing. So this is what you're looking forward to during Christmas. Doing nothing, a lot of people like that. Eating, viewing sports, traveling, shopping, painting, or housework. Let me start with Scott. Scott, which one of those are you looking forward to the most for Christmas 2025?
Well, this was not too hard. I'm traveling. That's
Traveling.
what I'm going to be doing.
All
but
right.
it's, it's going to take a little, what do you call it? A winter wonderland
By your sons?
Christmas. By my kids, yeah.
Good,
Yeah,
good,
my
good,
2
good,
boys
Good.
connect
That-
up. So
very good.
travel with well.
All right. Well, songs best of a lot of the things there. Let's say the Aston Villa man, Ivan.
You know, all that talk about doubles have me hungry. I looking forward to the food. I haven't had my first pastel as yet.
Pastel.
The ham,
Is that
the
your favorite meal? Is
turkey.
that your favorite meal for Christmas?
I love a pastel, yeah. I also ham and turkey.
Beef or chicken? Waiting.
Beef.
Beef.
Yeah,
Beef
yeah.
pastel.
A nice little spicy beef, raisins, everything inside it.
All right. Ambassador,
But if you allow me, I will pick 2.
go ahead.
I'll take the eating and viewing sports because you can combine the 2.
Yes, yes, yes,
Good
yes.
eating and viewing sports. So yeah, I go for that.
And what you eating? Now, besides doubles, what else? What you eating?
Yeah, you can't eat only doubles
Yes,
all the
that's what I
time.
see. So what else?
So I could start now with French gastronomy for
Yes.
Christmas. So we have all sorts of things. We have oysters, for example. I love fresh
Oh.
oysters.
Right.
Then we have foie gras. It's duck liver.
Okay.
Incredible, incredibly
Wow.
good.
Okay.
But all this is not very good for your. It's not ideal to play football. To view sports,
but
it's
yeah,
fine.
yeah,
but
yeah, yeah. It's okay.
Also, we have lots of cakes. We have lots of specialties. So all the Christmas food, like you have in Trinidad
Yeah.
and like many countries have,
Okay.
I enjoy it so much. But maybe if there's one thing I really love is a nice fresh oyster with a little bit of lemon.
Oh,
Nice fresh.
making all a lot of lips here water here.
It's the ocean in your mouth.
Yes, sounds good. Sounds good. Sounds good. Doc,
What I do, I watch sports.
Sports.
That's what I do Christmas. Yeah, I mean, obviously we all eat.
Yes.
You know, Christmas is a time for eating pasta and garlic pork and
Garlic pork, yes.
yes, for sure. But watching NBA, watching some NFL,
Christmas Day has a lot of sports.
Day
Christmas
have
Day
a
has a
lot
lot
of
of
sports.
Christmas Day.
So-
They have cricket as well.
They have cricket as well. So
The
the Boxing Day test the
Yes,
next day.
yes.
So that huge. So watching sports is my thing.
Yeah, I think I agree with that. All right, we're going to take a short break, but don't forget the number 684. The number is going to come on the screen for those of you who want to send your WhatsApp messages to any one of the guests here. 684-3324. 684-3324. Take a short break. We'll be back. All right, next up here, welcome, one and all. This is the 12th man here on TTT. So next up, we have what is called the Fantasy Premier League. Ambassador, let me explain. So in Trinidad and Tobago, a lot of people are involved in the English Premier League. So every week, they play this fantasy league. So they pretend they are the manager of the teams. So they pick players from all of the different teams. And they get points based on the success of the players. So, Ivan, how are you doing?
Well, yeah, this season, find myself like Liverpool, having to look down the table to find my rank. Red arrows after red arrows, but hopefully we can turn things around. Not too late.
How much points you have?
Not too sure, you know, but last couple of weeks have been great, especially with that Haaland, Bruno captaincy. I got the wrong way around. But I mean, this is the time when it's
Anytime
crunch
anybody
time
come
now.
on this show and they don't know how much points they have, I know they're not doing good. Right? It's simple. If you were doing good,
my
you would
rank
know
is,
how much points.
Rank is somewhere in the 2 millions.
2 million?
Yeah. Not a good season for me this
They're
time.
doing extremely bad. And I know, Ambassador, you don't play.
No.
You do, right?
I don't play that, but it's not an easy game because football turns so quickly. We're talking of Liverpool, which was almost unbeatable
Last
team
season.
last season and the year before, and suddenly doesn't play well anymore for reasons which are difficult to explain, or some players and so on. So things turns. For the moment, we have Paris, which was playing incredibly well last year. They are starting a bit more difficultly this year. We hope that they're going to
Have
go
injuries,
up.
yeah? I think they have injuries.
Yeah, they had injuries and players tired and so on. But it's not easy to keep up at the highest level and to keep up a team which is, really the best. There has been in history some, but at one point they start fading. It always happens. So in this kind of game is interesting to also detect, the newcomers.
Yes.
And to feel those who are starting to drop. Yeah.
Yeah, very good. Doc, 1 point.
Incredible that you asked that tonight. We tied.
2?
Scotty and myself tied at 848.
848?
Both of us have 848.
Wow,
And we
they're
tied.
doing good.
We are tied. So I checked the rankings before I come here. Queen's Park have a new league.
Right?
Correct. Yeah.
We play Cobo Crew. Queen's Park have a league, and Scott and myself have 848 each.
Wow.
Yeah, so we ain't doing bad.
Okay.
Is that real good?
Yeah, yes. Salah.
Salah is a
I
disappointment.
held Salah a little too long. Yeah, because I can't believe what's going on.
Yeah.
With him,
You need to get rid of him now.
shocking.
Salah.
That to me was shocking how bad that situation has become for Liverpool. So I held Salah a little too long. And
And Haaland hasn't scored as much goals in the last couple of games either.
correct. But Thiago, as Doc pointed out, is a good player to have. And I just did a triple up on Arsenal. So there you go.
Arsenal.
Yes, I have 3
Yeah.
Arsenal players.
Yeah, well,
I'm gonna eat
against
Wolves. We're gonna
against
eat Wolves. We're gonna eat Wolves.
Yeah.
We.
Yeah, everybody, the team to beat. All right, let's have a look at the table. All right, today is the person who's leading. You see 940 points. Adrian Nunes has 940 points. Wow, that's in Trinidad really. So that's top 10 there. And then there's the next 10. Now, Marvin, all of you out there are wondering, where is Marvin? Marvin is the guy, the cameraman here, who says he's no longer supporting Arsenal. And what has happened to him? He's dropped all the way out. He's no longer in the ranking. Well, you live and learn, as the case may be, and he's learning the hard way. So his name is no longer on the screen, and it's going to stay there for the time being. All right, so let's have a look at the team of the week. So these are the players, just as you would have heard from the French ambassador, these are the players from the various teams who have made the most points from each individual team. And they put them together. Goalkeeper at the top, Sanchez. and then the rest of the players in terms of forwards and defenders who have made the most points over the week. Yeah.
So I can see Cherki here, which is this new
Yeah.
player
Yes, Man City.
in Manchester City.
Yes.
I was interested to know if he had been picked out because he's extremely talented. He was not finding his way in France because
Right.
he's also, I think he needs to be very well driven.
Yes.
And apparently with Guardiola and Manchester City and all the great players around him, suddenly he's picking
He
up something.
surprised a lot of us.
Yeah,
Because a
yeah.
lot of us didn't know much about him at the time.
So yeah, he even played in the French national team recently,
Yeah.
and he could be also a possible player
World
for
Cup.
the World Cup.
For the World. I think if he continues to do well for Man City, he will go to the World Cup.
Looking forward to seeing
So these are the players that people have brought in from the various teams who would have done well. Everybody wants them on their team. All right? All right, let's see who people have got rid of. Right, these are the people.
Going
Yeah,
Africa.
yeah. Mateta, he's from France, the striker, Crystal Palace,
Man,
right?
That was what
Pedro, and of course Calafori, who's on a
yeah,
suspension.
with
my boy.
Palmer back, Pedro going.
Yeah, he's in trouble. All right. Let's go to the next segment. We have a next segment, so let's go.
Pack your bags while you at it. Call a cab. It's obvious.
All right, so I'm going to have to explain this, I know, for the French ambassador. I do have to explain it for the rest of you. All right, so this segment there's a song. Play it again. So let's see if the French ambassador knows the song. Let's play it one more time.
Go upstairs, pack your bags while you at it. Call a cab. It's obvious.
All right, so that song, French ambassador, is about dishonesty. Let me use that. That's the best word to use. It's the easiest word to use. Dishonesty. So in other words, you say you're going to do something, but you don't do it, and you get caught out. So the question related to that is, there are many persons in Trinidad and Tobago that say they are supporting, let's say, World Cup. There are many people in Trinidad and Tobago that love Brazil. Trinidad and Tobago fans love Brazil. So they say they love Brazil. But when Brazil lose, they immediately turn and love our next team. Yeah. So we call them busted, that they are dishonest. They don't really like Brazil. They just want a team that wins. So I ask the question, do you know, first to you, Ivan, do you know people like that in the English Premier League? Some of your friends or who say they support Chelsea maybe, and they really are Manchester United. Do you know people like that?
Not personally. Nah, I can't say that I do. I know some people who are a little bit quiet. More recently, like the Liverpool fans, the Chelsea fans have been arguing. I've been laughing at them with their Maresca out talks and just enjoying their defeats as well. But nah, no personal friends of mine that.
But you know there are people like that.
Yeah, waiting to see what England, especially in the World Cup too, because you know they always get their hopes up high and talk about it's coming home and all that nonsense. Tuchel at the helm is not doing a bad job, so I'm interested to see, but I think they'll reach somewhere in the semi-finals and lose.
So Ambassador, yeah. So what do we? So like in the World Cup, do you know people like that? So anybody you know who say they like a team, maybe they say they like France because of you, but deep down in their heart, they may not like France.
Yeah, it happens. But also what you have, which I've been fascinated in several cities where I've had the chance to live.
Yes.
For example, in Istanbul, I lived in Turkey and Istanbul, and you have this derby, Galatasaray, Fenerbahce.
Right.
You have it, I was in Mexico recently,
Right.
you also have the derby between Monterrey and Los Tigres.
Yes, right.
And those people are incredible because they support their team until, I mean, to the extreme. Whatever
Yeah.
happens, you know, even if they lose 5-0, they're still really supporting. And if the other team that they don't like from the same city
Yes.
starts doing good, it's horrible for them. For example, I was in Turkey when Galatasaray went to the final of the European Cup.
Yes.
The people from the other team, they were horrified. They wanted them to lose to whatever other team. You know, they wanted them to lose because they couldn't support the team of their neighbors and friends. So this kind of incredible passion that brings football is sometimes something which is really out of the limits.
It exists in England too because, for instance, Tottenham and Arsenal have that same thing. Tottenham needed to draw against Manchester City, and they lost. And Arsenal, the Tottenham fans actually wanted their team to lose, so Arsenal don't win. That's how dread they are.
Yeah.
It is like that. Anyway, all right,
It's funny you should ask me that.
go ahead.
Today, my man tell me he used to support Manchester United and he back in Arsenal. And he
tell you that?
He tell me that today. I find it embarrassing on national TV. He tell me that today.
He just changed just like that.
I say you can't change your
Yeah.
allegiance to a team.
Yeah.
If you're with a team, you're with a team. You can't change, that's a typical Trinidad thing.
Trinidad
you
thing.
say.
Yes.
Yeah.
Trinidadians like people who win.
They like
So
win.
if you lose, they no longer like you.
Yeah.
So like even the last World Cup, Brazil, or everybody who liked Brazil now turn to France. Once Brazil lose, they like France.
That's a very good choice.
Scott.
Yeah, I just want to draw a reference quickly before
Yes,
we go.
of course.
When with Guillaume talking about the Monterrey Tigres
Yes.
game, many years ago I was in Monterrey for my son playing tennis, and I'll never forget Monterrey is going to play Tigres. And where the tennis courts were right near the big stadium on the university area, right?
Right.
It's like near this university
yeah.
in Monterrey. And it was a Saturday afternoon, these drums. It was extremely scary. I was
Yeah.
there, I was like, what the hell going on? And these people started up there, drums. You hear these drums in the distance.
Right.
I mean, loud, coming down. It's like the Monterrey supporters coming down to the stadium. And it was like, wow.
That's the
It
passion,
was big, yeah, boy. He didn't say anything, but it was just intimidating. You know, you can imagine what was coming, you know?
Yeah.
It's an incredible crowd, and actually, they are playing a final just now.
Right.
Between the Tigres and another team in Mexico. It's the moment of the final. Last game is Saturday night.
Wow.
To choose the future champion. So I can tell you in Mexico, everybody is really
He's ready.
yeah.
Ready. Wow. All right. We are ready to take a break. We'll be back.
Hi everyone, we're Floors WD, proudly serving since 2006. We supply and install SBC vinyl flooring for residential and commercial spaces. Our exceptional customer care, backed with a 10-year warranty, is what sets us apart. Visit our showrooms or call to book your free site visit. We'll bring samples, measure your space, and provide a quotation. With over 20 colors to choose from, we at Floors WD are ready to help you transform your space into something special you'll enjoy for years to come. We hope to see you soon.
This segment is brought to you by Floors WD.
Sir.
All right, next up is the very popular here on the 12th Man on TTT Wayside segment brought to you by Floors WD. For the best flooring this Christmas, you go to Floors, you say Floyd, you ask for Dennis or Brent Factory, and you get the best floors in Trinidad and Tobago. So I think you know what I'm talking about, Scott, all right? So there, you go there and you get the best in Trinidad and Tobago. Next up is the very popular Wayside segment where we highlight the players who would have had outstanding moments for their respective teams. So you're seeing the Crystal Palace captain who would have scored the goal for Crystal Palace, Phil Foden for Manchester City. The Aston Villa man. I will move on quickly there. Xavi Simpson for Tottenham. Then we go to the Barcelona man, Torres, who scored 2 goals for his team. Celta Vigo man who made the Real Madrid men very, very sad with his 2 goals, of course. Napoli man, Holjon, as you mentioned, he scored 2 goals again for Napoli. There you see AC Milan, the American who would have scored the goal for AC Milan to put them on top. And Bruno Fernandes, who found 2 goals and an assist for his team, and of course he's from Portugal. All right. So how this works? Now I'll have to explain this obviously to the French ambassador. I give an imaginary situation. So I'm going to do the 3 of them first so you can see it. Where I tell them this might happen, and if it happens in Trinidad and Tobago, Wesa is an expression of joy and happiness. So I ask you how you would say Wesa. You could sing it, you could dance it, you could rhyme it, you could do whatever you want. And also who you would call. So I'm going to start with the Aston Villa man first. So your dream come true, Ivan, at Aston Villa win the English Premier League. This is imaginary. That comes to next year, May. It hasn't happened. Next year, May, when the results come out, Aston Villa win the Premier League. So relax. It's imaginary. So we want to hear your version of Wesa and who you would call.
Who I would call like on the phone?
Yes.
I don't feel I will have any voice, so it might be more like, wait.
You can't call nobody.
Voice gone. I
Your
will
voice
send text
gone?
messages.
You only send a message.
WhatsApp groups will be on fire.
All right, all right. We're going to come to Doc. Doc, Manchester United. Not in the Champions League, but as you said, they move up to 6. Who knows? And I think about 8 points off the top of the case, and it's so close. So Manchester United go on. Dare I say it? I don't know if I should say it, but I'll say it. Manchester United go on and win the English. Oh boy, boy, my life would be hell. But anyway, Manchester United go on and win the English Premier League. Relax a little bit. We want to hear your version of Wesa and who you would call.
Wesa! I will call Salah and say the only way you go in Europe is if you buy a ticket.
All right. So let me come. Scott, still going to do it because you're still involved in you have a chance. So Scott, Juventus, go on and win Serie A. Come from in 6th position, but this year the top 4 teams are separated like by 1 point. It's very, very close. Very, very close in Italy. So let's hear your version of Wesa and who you would call.
Well, who would I call? I'll probably call my brothers. But I'll prefer to say if Italy qualify for the World Cup.
All right, okay, no,
I'll give him a
all right.
Wesa!
All right, all right, but let me give you this one.
Because that make me real happy. After missing 2 tournaments.
So let me switch it. Let me say if suppose Italy win the World Cup. Let me hear that one. Let me give you that one.
I can't do better.
If Italy win the World Cup.
Well,
let me hear your way.
Last time Italy win a World Cup, I jump in the pool. Phone destroyed.
Last time they win?
Credit card spoiled, in 2006.
Wow.
Yeah, so I was underwater. So
that didn't make sure there's... Doc, no, he must not be near a pool. No, he must can't be near a pool.
No. I lose it. Yeah.
Wow, that must have been good. All right. Yes. So, Ambassador, you must know where I'm going now. So, France, that's what you want. France go on and win the World Cup next year.
Yeah, could happen.
Yes, I'm telling you, we are assuming it happens now. How would you celebrate France winning the World Cup?
Well, I think I'd be really, first, a game like this, is so much tension. So yeah, there's a lot of, so what I do, I have 6 months to rehearse a nice Wesa.
Yeah, 6 months, right.
And then I think after the game, I'll just run out of the house and circle the savannah, as much as I can until I'm exhausted. But and I will call my brother also.
You'll call your brother?
Big football fan, and
right.
And probably take several weeks or even months to recuperate from the emotion.
All right, good. All right, let's go to the back end movement. Who this relates to who would have had an awful time. Let's see who they select. This is the back end movement. So somebody they back at, right? Dog.
Yeah.
Infantino, the FIFA president, God alone knows what he's doing. Only he knows what he's doing. He interviewed people. He has been criticized a lot. He has got the Barking Dog Award tonight. All right, let's go to the hotline. So let's see who sent messages. Let's go to the hotline.
Late night when you need my love. Call me on my cell phone.
All right, so let's see some of the messages that were sent. Let's start with Sunil. Wow, can you imagine Manchester United fans jumping for joy after beating last place Wolves? Oh my goodness. Oh. How are they so bad on you there? All right. We hear you, Sunil. Okay. Did Arsenal and Leandro Trossard... No, did Arsenal send Leandro Trossard to referee the Man City? Is it Real Madrid UCL game yesterday? Because the commentators were saying so. Ha. I don't know if that is a joke. Anyway.
There's a referee that looks like Trossard.
Oh, that's why.
Yeah.
Man City came over to star-studded Madrid yesterday and lowered their colors 2-1. All right. It's what the one says, taking a gamble on a broken slot machine. Wow. That's Liverpool supporters after the team's up and down start to this season. Wow, some really not easy. All right. We're going to take a short break, and we will be back. We'll be back. Yeah. All right, welcome back. This is the 12th man. All right, we're going to roll back the years. Ivan, your best moment as a supporter of Aston Villa?
That was just last weekend.
There where you going, boy?
Yeah, we have to go back there.
There where you going, boy? Where you going?
I cannot tell you how many times I've watched that goal on replay. There's so many different angles. They put the Titanic soundtrack on it as well. As soon as the ball hit the net, Emmy Wendy slapping home 90 plus 6 minutes to just sink the hearts of people like you, Andre. Did you cry? I cried. Did you cry?
All right. French ambassador, help me here. What's your best moment? What has been your best moment as a supporter of France?
Well, the best moment really was the first World Cup victory, '98, with several incredible games. Obviously, the final against Brazil was something. Best moment as a supporter in the stadium, for those who follow football closely might remember 8th final against Spain in 2006 in Germany. It was the last World Cup of Zidane, and he had said, I'm gonna stop, I'm gonna retire. And we played against Spain, what at that time was the rising team, and our team was not. And it was a rough game, but it ended up 3-1 for France. And the last goal at the last minute, from 2-1 to 3-1 by Zidane, which was really a goal of a toreador, killing the bull. And it was an incredible moment because this player at this moment was really very high, and by himself he really killed a team like a matador kills a bull, and it was really beautiful. It was a great moment in the stadium. And I was there, and it was interesting because at the end of the game, we were a little group of French supporters, and I think we stayed probably for 1.5 hours more just in the stadium, just thinking, what an incredible moment.
Like good Trinidad and Tobago fans.
We didn't want to leave the stadium. What an incredible moment we just lived. It was
great experience.
My greatest moment for Man U was definitely '99 Champions League victory with Dwight York, and where they 2 goals in extra time. But my greatest moment was a draw. Was a goalless draw, June 10, 2006 in Dortmund Stadium. Proudest moment of my life when Trinidad and Tobago drew against Sweden.
Yes, of course.
That is my greatest moment in watching football.
Yes. Scott?
Yeah, well, Nigel, both of Trinidad and Tobago and Sweden, that's definitely one. Juventus, yes, many, with Lippi in charge and that kind of stuff back in the 90s. But I would say for football, just quickly, again, the French ambassador, I'm not making him feel good just like that, but that 2006 French team went through the gauntlet of beating Spain into Brazil into Portugal to get to that final. It was a lovely run.
As he said,
it was a lovely run.
At least he lose his phone, right?
It was a lovely run. Sorry to put an end to it, but it was a lovely run.
He said he gradually lost your phone.
But 1982 Italy, right? Struggled through the first round. I'll never forget, I was in Form 2 in Fatima. Right, I was 13. Everybody loved Brazil. Adair, Zico, quickly, and started to take bets. Right, I didn't have any money, but I started to take bets. And on the radio, we all in school, and Italy 3-2 with a Paolo Rossi hat trick.
Rossi hat trick. All right, quickly, let's just put up the schedule of matches. These are some of the matches taking place in England. So those of you out there who are watching, for the excitement. All right, French ambassador, I want to thank you very much for your time, and we hope to have you again. I will build up to the World Cup. Next time, you can bring Mr. Parker. He can come because he say he likes football too, so he can come. He can certainly join us as well. All right. Thank you all very much. This has been the 12th man here on TDT. Much thanks to Coca-Cola. Much thanks to Flows WD. Good night.
12th Man brought to you by Coca-Cola.